I think that what we're doing now is, in a sense, creating our own successors. We have seen the first crude beginnings of artificial intelligence, and we will one day be able to design systems that can go on improving themselves, so that at that stage we have the possibility of machines which can outpace their creators and therefore become more intelligent than us.
The album is called Origin. It came about when last year I had this big infatuation with technology and its impact in like our lives, and I really wanted to make this album that its whole centralized theme was about technology and how it can have an impact on you in totally different ways.
Is the computer just a calculator, or is it capable of judgment? Is it only a number cruncher, or can it match the human mind? It's science fiction, but is it also fact?
It's a mad world, it's a mad, mad world. It's a mad world, it's a mad, mad world. Why can't we keep on living here? Yeah. It's a mad, mad world. Why can't we keep on living here? Yeah. It's a mad, mad world.
So Origin is sort of about finding the true meaning of who you are originally and being comfortable with that and not moving away from it and relying on all these other external shortcuts or anything like that that technology is bringing.
What is the purpose of life? What do we want to live for? And that is a question which the intelligent computer will force us to pay attention to.
Yeah, we've had a lot of discussions in tour buses about sort of AI and things like that, and the human interaction with artificial intelligence and technology. So I was quite aware of how the lyrical content was going to develop and the subject matter of the album.
The music doesn't necessarily have to fit the mood of the lyrics. So like a lot of the songs are like the impending doom of the rise of tech and how it's going to have an impact on our life. But a lot of them sound quite fun and energetic. And it's mainly because musically I wanted the album to be fun to play live and be exciting for fans to watch and stuff like that. So that was the focus there, but lyrically I really wanted this solid theme of technology throughout.
Ooh, I'm asking permission for where I stand. I don't know where to hide when said and done. Ooh, takes more than you will ever understand. It's rolling into one.
Third line of the bridge, blah, blah,
Dress me down like naked clones that share their souls for cheap romantics. Less the antics where human intelligence.
So I think this is like my most collaborative album. Like I worked with loads of people on each instrument, but I wrote a lot of the songs on piano and guitar and then like demoed them up and then just sort of said, who can play this piano? I got a guy that sort of played instead of me, and I sort of like outsourced the songs to different people. I was standing in the control room watching people play my piano parts, going like, this is cool, like they're playing it way better than me. How can I direct them more? So I was learning those skills a bit better, like the traditional producer of like, what does the track need? Having the vision, I had demos and I knew exactly where the song was going to be, but it was all in my head and I needed to like get different people to help me like realize the sound I had in my head.
I'm hoping for a good look. I'm hoping there's some real change coming. We're praying for a lost cause. When we get told we're not welcome, you ask me for the real thing. I'm sure they're telling everyone nothing. My memories will only fade.
Every project that I've done with Jordan's been kind of an entirely different process. So each time it's super exciting. I mean, this one I actually didn't know kind of what to expect with this album at all, because we'd worked in one particular way with Wallflower, but Jordan had done a lot of the work on this album by himself. So he brought more of a finished product to me.
So Jim drummed on the album for most of the songs, and we recorded all the drums at his studio at Old Paradise Audio. And then I had these songs which I was happy with, but there was just like this level that needed to. They were just sitting at sort of like a level that, wasn't perfect, and then I brought them here. I brought like, I don't know, 5 to 7 tunes here, and we did some production on them. We re-recorded synths and stuff. We did some drum production, layered some percussion, and it just brought a lot of things. It gave me a new perspective on like a lot of these songs I'd been like sitting on for weeks and weeks and weeks, just going around the same circle. So it was nice having a fresh pair of ears.
I know Jordan was listening to a lot of like Steely Dan in particular when writing this, and it's been a very sort of song-focused record. He started by writing the songs, produced it later, and I think that really comes across in the overall sound. Then when we came to sort of mix it and finish the production and mix it, we were kind of looking at how to still keep it organic and things sounding like played instruments rather than using too many electronics.
The songs on my new album are more traditionally laid out because I was really referencing 70s soul music when I was writing it on the pianos.
In that way it's nostalgic because it brings in these elements from previous decades, but then it does kind of look forward in the lyrical content and really look forward with some of the additional synths we added later on.
I was trying to like bring that songwriting to the modern era with production, so it exists in that world, and I think it's a more fun album. It's my most like upbeat, positive album I've made, which is exciting. I think it's going to be really fun to play live.
I think Jordan's fans are going to be really happy with this record because it delves into a little bit of everything of Jordan's. There's touches of Groove Curse, bits of Cloak, elements of Wallflower as well. But I think it's an uplifting album. It's a really fun album to listen to. So I think the fans are going to appreciate that, and I think it's going to translate really well live. So it's kind of a win-win.
This time is coming for you.